live. We live. Tell 'em.
Okay, welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Hell of a weekend went down, and we got lots to talk about.
But not about any of that. UFC 308. I mean, episode 308. I mean, UFC 308. Whoa, it's the same thing, dude. Episode 308. UFC 308. Holy butt cheeks. Hey, did you watch the countdown?
Yeah, I did. Did you?
Nope. No, I started it, though.
It's pretty sick.
I couldn't. Ilia's got big eyebrows. Is that what you were thinking?
He got a sick house.
I haven't got to that part.
Sick house, sick training center. Fuck, I'm fired up for this fight, bro. If Illia went out there and took out Max Holloway, it would be like, what the fuck? If Holloway goes out there and finds his range and pieces up Illia, I for some reason won't be that surprised.
God, it's hard to say. I think it's gonna be a barn burner.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a barn burner. What did we do?
Well, it says, what do you expect the biggest challenge will be for each fighter in this matchup, starting with Max? Dude, if Max sits in the pocket and trades with Illia, that's a dangerous thing to do. The dude fucking hits hard. When he throws his punches, he turns his hips over, he turns his shoulders. He's throwing his body weight into every single shot he throws. God. And if he gets Max pinned on the fence and he's letting go of some of his 4 or 5 piece combos.
Pinned on the fence?
Not pinned, but just against the fence. And he's able to rip off those combos. That's going to be ways for him to win. But in the open, in the big cage, fuck, dude. I just think it's going to be hard for him to get going on Max.
Yeah. Max is going to look huge, I feel like. Because Ilya, I've seen him in person. He's like pretty, he got a big back. He's short, though. Mm-hmm. Max is a big guy. Mm-hmm. Max is looking skinny on some of those videos too.
I mean, dude, I've seen him at times where it looks like he's walking around 85 pounds. 185 pounds. That's 40 pounds over the limit, and he's a tall dude. The one thing that makes me think, like, I mean, if Justin couldn't clip him, I know Ilya is probably a little bit more skilled of a boxer. Justin has good hard right hand, but at 145, I'm like, fuck.
Dude, an extra 10 pounds does something to your brain juice, brother. Yeah, I'm actually so excited about that fight. That whole card's pretty sweet.
And Ilya challenges Max to stand at the center of the octagon exchange at the beginning of the fight and see who goes down or leaves first.
You see what Max said? He's like, that's stupid. That's like dumb IQ. Why would you even... You're stupid.
Yeah, that ain't going to happen. But I will not be surprised at all if in the last 30 seconds Max says, let's do it.
30's kind of a lot.
Just because. Yeah, 30's a lot. No, probably 10.
Yeah.
He hits him with the same body. Boom,
boom, boom. Oh. That'd be crazy. How important is it this fight for Max Holloway's legacy in the featherweight division? Max Holloway's a Hall of Famer. Max Holloway's a legend. Win or lose this fight. This is just going to add to his legacy, if anything. I don't think it'll take away. No. With a loss.
Thing is, Ilya, he swings so hard that sometimes if he misses, he's way off balance. Yeah. Especially when he ends with that left hook, he's way off balance. He throws that right hand so hard. That's where he's got clipped in the past against that like Jai Herbert. Mm-hmm. He swings fucking hard, and if he lands, it's going to be trouble. But someone like Max, dude, it's like, look at all these people Max has fought. I was looking at all his wins the other day.
Fucking insane, dude. Yeah, but if fucking Ilya goes out there and KOs Max just after KOing Volk, he's going to be on a rocket ship, man. He's going to be on a little Georgian rocket ship.
Well, what does it do for Ilya's legacy after KOing one of the GOATs in Volk?
What you just said, man. You just read the same thing I just said.
Well, it makes the dude fucking scary.
What does it do for Ilya's legacy?
That's true.
You know what I mean? Definitely possible. Max Holloway's number 10. He's number 10 at the featherweight division? Oh, pound for pound number 10? Dude, ranking's fucking weird, dumb, stupid, I don't know. How do you see Ilia Topuria dealing with Holloway's incredible cardio and relentless pace? Dude, Ilia he had a good cardio against Josh Emmett, right? Was that his only 5-round fight?
Yeah, he was pushing the pace in the 5th. Yeah. Still looked good in the 5th. He's going to come in great fucking shape. Mm-hmm. In that countdown, he's got a bunch of pros around him. He's got his brother training him as his head coach, and he's got one of those machines you were looking at. Hyperbaric chambers in his house. Pretty sick.
Does he?
And he might be just borrowing it because it looks like a really expensive one that doctors are over there like setting up every time. These fucking ons. I'm not telling everyone to do nicotine, but those Huberman, all those guys talk about it, and I'm like, I don't like the Zins. The Zins are too heavy.
Should we stick with the next few questions and get to maybe later?
Hit it. Well,
Do you think the fight will primarily stay on the feet? Ilia was saying he could take him down if he wanted. I mean, no one's really taken Max down and held him down. Ilia definitely has a skill set to be able to wrestle and grapple, but I don't see.
No.
I mean, the thing is, both these guys are smart motherfuckers. If Ilia feels it was getting pieced a little bit and thinks he needs to start wrestling a little bit to change up, just get Max guessing, I could see that happening. I don't think any of their game plans is either to come in and just start grappling, but they can both adapt on the fly. How does Max or Ilia get it done? What round and how? Fuck, dude, I hate guessing fights, bro. I feel like an idiot even trying to guess. I don't know how Warlight can be so confident with his predictions and things.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, I already know it's gonna happen in 2 minutes and 13 seconds. He's gonna land a left hook and it's gonna miss.
I think it's just gonna be a fucking battle and they're gonna go to decision.
Yeah, that would be pretty.
I'm trying to look at
sweet.
the best grappler that Max has win against. I mean, Frankie Edgar, Dustin Poirier, they're all good grapplers. They're not trying to grapple. Brian Ortega, no one really shoots on him.
He never really had to deal with that straight wrestler.
Charles Oliveira TKO'd him with an esophagus injury. Isn't that cool?
Oh, that is weird.
Yeah, he hasn't dealt with a serious wrestler. You're right.
Now moving on to Robert Whittaker versus Khamzat. How do you see Robert Whittaker's experience and striking versatility matching up against Khamzat Chimaev's relentless wrestling and pressure? Go ahead, answer that.
Robert's gym he trains
5'5"
out is so sick. The gym he trains at, it's this huge warehouse, just so much mat space. It's really tight. And how many times has Robert Whittaker been training for a 5-minute round fight? A lot. How many times has he gone the distance? Quite a few. This is Khamzat's first time. Khamzat's used to sprinting out there, making it a sprint pace, 3 5s, and going after him. He's gonna have to change it up, or just put all his chips on that he's gonna finish Robert. Because if he doesn't, then 4th, 5th comes around. 4th, 5th comes around against Usman. That fight's a different fight. And Robert Whittaker, the way he holds his hands, how good his footwork is, how good his range is, punching from his hips. But Khamzat, it's dude, I would love to see that guy win. Not because I don't like Robert, just to see all the big fights that come up. Khamzat versus Strickland, Khamzat versus DDP, Khamzat versus fucking any of these top 5 guys is so sick. He said he switched up his training. He's wrestling with the 2022 Olympic champion on the daily. Pretty dialed in. I just hope they make it to the cage. I hope it fucking happens.
Ain't that the truth, buddy? Khamzat is not the best track record. God, like you said, he's gonna come out there with that. Maybe not. I just feel like that's just him. He's going to come out there with that pace. I feel like Whittaker will match that pace, but with a little bit more intelligence maybe. Maybe kind of knowing, all right, 25's in the back of my mind, but I still have to match. Still got to fucking wrestle. And, dude, that's such a sick co-main event. 5 5s.
I'm jacked for it.
That changes the game. Those 2 extra rounds, that 10 extra minutes changes the game.
It really does. I feel like Whittaker, though, look at these good wrestlers he's win against. I mean, no one really, Yoel Romero, he doesn't, shoot to the legs a ton. But, yeah, I'm fired up. If you had to pick a winner right now, who would you pick?
We'll go with Whittaker on this one.
If it was 3 rounds, I'd probably pick Khamzat, but 5 rounds, I probably am going to pick Whittaker. I really do. If Chimaev wins, who do you think should get an immediate title shot, or would you like to see him fight one more time? Hell no. If you beat Robert Whittaker, you're fighting for the title. So, especially Chimaev, it seems like he's kind of, before when he first got in here, he's wanting to fight every single month. Now he's going to take some time between fights, but if he gets through Whittaker, 100% he's got to fight for the title.
Well, is DDP and Strickland? I think that's pretty much. So he'd fight the winner of that. Damn, that'd be sick. Either one.
Probably in July or something.
Right. Oh, okay. How do you go down? How do you think it goes down? No, I'm not act tired. I'm just yawning for fun. How do you think it goes down? Do you think it goes
if
to
I
decision?
had to pick, I'd probably pick Whittaker. Since it's 5 rounds. Should I read that one more time?
Yeah, read that one more time. If I had to pick. You got another one?
You got the rest of the cards too? Pull up?
Yes. Oh, no. We could talk about, if we're on 308, let's do it. Yeah, it's finally a big fight. Okay.
Oh shit, I forgot. About
Dan
that.
Ige, Gene Silva is happening. That Leon Murphy pulled out, and that little dude Gene Silva, who fucking the one who gives knucks between, and he's like crazy.
Damn,
Him
I
versus
forgot
Dan
about
Ige.
that little fucker.
That's such a sick fight too. It's gonna be so good. And then Rakic versus Ankalaev. Sheesh. I mean, this card top to bottom.
There's no girl fights on this card or on the main card. It's interesting. Usually they sprinkle one in there. That's crazy. UFC 308, episode 308. There's timing on that, man. You're telling me there's not a God or Jehovah. What else we got going on, man, today?
No. Let's go back to the Francis Ngannou versus Renan Ferreira.
Hidden brow.
Dude, people were pissed, and I think Hanato Makano said, "Don't be a pussy, Francis." And people think that he was talking about Francis crying, which he wasn't. I think he was talking about Francis double-legging him.
Oh, yeah.
Getting on top of him and punching him, and everyone's like, what the fuck, freaking out. But that's what he meant. Like, he wanted him to stand up and slug. Francis hit a beautiful takedown, sitting guard. Someone as big as Renan Ferreira. It's going to be hard for that big motherfucker to get up.
Was he a black belt at all, Renan, or is he just a...
I don't know. But, dude, that fight got stopped way late. Probably 5-6 punches late. You could clearly see that dude was fucking out, and the ref let him get 5-6 more juicers, which is probably equivalent to a Honda Civic just hitting you in the back of the fucking head. And that probably fucked that guy up severely.
A black Honda?
That's
or-
going to be damage that's going to last him a lifetime. And okay, real quick here.
Is and black belt. We've everything. He is a jiu. Oh, he is. Bringing some things because he is a jiu-jitsu black belt. Go back to those questions real quick, please. Por favor. Thank you, guys. Huh? Future matchups in MMA para Francis Ngannou. I mean, there's just. I wonder how that pay-per-view did. Because I don't know if PFL, like, he's gonna have to fight PFL again.
I would say, I mean, a fight like that, they didn't have any. I mean, the co-main event was Cyborg. If I had to guess,
30,000 pay-per-view.
maybe 80.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Really? I know,
Maybe.
It's like the whole Dawson thing. It's like it's so hard to fucking. Maybe it's not.
I didn't. Did you watch it live?
I watched it. I
okay.
did the commentary thing with Ariel, the one right
And then
before
you-
the co-main event, and I just kept
okay.
watching.
How was that, brother, man? How'd you do? First commentating debut, dude. They paid you $10 million. How was it?
They did. It was good. And it was smooth. Like, putting on a show like that, like Ariel bringing on these different guests, commentating the different fights, it's a whole lot of shit they got to go through. But I was glad to do it, and it went good. I enjoyed it. Future matchups for Francis. Everyone's saying he's the heavyweight GOAT. And if you look at some of his wins, it's definitely... His last fight, he KO'd Stipe, MMA, I believe, but he's retired now, right? He called it. He called it good, and
Francis did?
yep.
In MMA or just in general?
I thought he retired fully.
It was
But again, how old is Francis?
39, something like that.
He probably made some serious millions in those two boxing fights. Probably made
And then this
some
one.
serious millions.
Well,
in
yeah,
this one.
they said $2 million, right?
No,
or
for
no,
his
that-
opponent.
Damn, so Hennon's balling.
Yeah, so he probably got 5, 6, 10. Fucking who knows?
That's
when those
the Saudis.
yeah. I'll scratch you a nice little check.
I'm not seeing anything about him retiring on here.
I mean, what's an exciting fight other than John Jones?
I mean,
Or Tom Aspinall versus Francis? Like, there is exciting fights, but they're in the UFC. There's not going to be an exciting fight outside the UFC for Francis.
and then if Francis goes to
versus
the
Floyd.
UFC and he comes to the UFC and he's like, hey, like I ain't fighting either of these guys for less than $15 million.
And UFC doesn't need Francis, so it's not like,
And then he probably doesn't need them, so it's like,
yeah,
so it probably won't happen realistically.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's fun to talk about.
not really.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this episode is brought to you by Ketone IQ. The ketones might help you stay more alert and focused during grappling sessions, since jiu-jitsu requires you to be thinking, unlike weight training, where it's mostly repetitive movements. And if you want to have some good sleep at night, so try yourself a Ketone IQ. They're good for afternoon workouts.
It's 4 p.m. You need to focus up. You've had a long day. Your mind's kind of all over the place. You're a little tired. A little Ketone IQ. Just the right amount. A little bit of energy to get that brain working. Bop, bop, bop. Jiu-jitsu. racquetball, pickleball, reading a book, playing Call of Duty, anything that's gonna spark that neuro fucking stuff in your mind to get you going.
It does. It tastes a little bitter, but it seriously works. If you're wanting a gaming session and you really want to get after it, give it a shot.
feel like
Ketone IQ, get the brain pumping a bit.
I don't mind the taste. It's not like, it's not a freaking fruit punch
or a Frosty.
It's not a Frosty, but it does what it needs to do. It gets the job done.
It does. Suck it down and feel alert.
Slurp, slurp.
Thank you very much, Ketone IQ. So check out the link in the bio and try them for yourself, ladies and gentlemen. John Jones versus Francis. Jesus.
Hey, man. What, dude? Where the fuck's my peanut butter shake, milkshake, almond milk latte, dude?
Entitled little spoiled brat.
It's called hard work. I've worked hard in my life, and I need my freaking latte. I haven't had coffee today. Have you? You fucking addict. This dude has caffeine. This dude has nicotine. This dude has fucking dicotine.
Dude, the nicotine shit though, dude.
Now you can say it.
It's like these guys. I mean, I was trying some other shit. I found these 2 milligram ones. No, I don't recommend you try it. But for shit where you're wanting to getting focused, get fired up a little bit, podcasts, some of my YouTube videos, sometimes when I teach, I don't mind throwing a little one in and getting your brain fired up. And I gave you one the other day, and what happened?
You kept trying to fucking get me to get one, like take one at the gym, take one here. I'm like, dude, even if it's just nicotine or any kind of drug, I want to be at home by myself. Or not by myself, but at home, comfortable.
At first?
Yeah, see how it makes me feel. But dude, that shit had me cleaning my house, and I don't clean. Boy,
Really?
I did the dishes. I fucking swept. I fucking did the table shit with the fucking shit.
What were you thinking about while all that was going on?
I was just, and I don't know. I was just doing it.
Really?
Oh, they got football playing on the background. I think I was watching football, but I enjoyed it, dude. So I'm probably do that again and clean. Be fire.
How is it living 3 minutes away from each other? However many minutes it was.
Well, he hasn't moved in yet, but I did walk to his house and it took me 3 minutes. That was pretty cool.
It doesn't even seem fucking real, dude. It's like, what the fuck? Because literally, we were in our apartment on 43rd and Union Hills, and this apartment was...
Greenway.
No, it was Union.
Oh, and me and you lived there
Yeah.
together? But remember when we lived with the wall in between us?
Yes.
That was funny.
But we had that room. Mariah and I'd be in my room. Sean would just come into the room and just lay on the floor because he's bored talking.
No, I'd take a bong rip.
Bong rip, come sit on the floor and just lay there.
Just melt in the carpet.
We'd be like, go to your room. Like, no, I'm bored. And then him walking over from his place to my house, we're like, God, this is so fucking...
Well, we used to have an apartment. Mine was on 33rd Ave and Greenway. Yours was on like 35th. It was just literally basically the same. It was
a wall away.
Yeah, it was a wall. So I literally hopped the wall. This I don't think anyone would be surprised here. We'd carpool to the gym. So if I rode with Tim, I would hop the wall and go, and we'd go to the gym. If Tim rode with me, I'd have to go pick him up. We literally lived a wall away from each other, different apartment complexes, and now we live a fence away from each other. It's fucking crazy. But you guys haven't moved in yet because your horses, so we're still slowly.
And just where we live now, it's just like, it's not like it's in the city and there's trees. It seems like you're just so quiet and just dark and peaceful, and there's not this road where people are just fucking flooring it by, and there's not lights everywhere. Both Ryaners still cannot believe it.
We made it. Like, no matter what happens in the career from here on out, it's like,
it just makes me want to just grind more, though. Like, God, it makes me want to just grind more. It's fucking cool, and I'm very, very, very thankful.
So grateful, dude.
I think something that'd be interesting is like most of our audience is 18, 25, so they're starting to move in with roommates, that kind of thing. I know you guys had a whole thing about kind of dishes and like figuring out your guys' flow with that.
Oh,
you want to talk
dude,
about that?
I wish the art of being a roommate, that's a real thing. People don't think. You need to. It's so hard to communicate when it's your boy, or even if it's not your boy. And if something's really bugging you, they fucking leave their dish out. Something's really bugging you, they don't do this, they don't do this. They leave their clothes all around the living room. For me, with Sean, I would just pile up all the stuff he left around, and every morning just put it in front of his door so he'd have a nice little pile to wake up to.
Even then, though, I was like, that didn't really matter.
Yeah, he didn't mind. One time that pile would get real, real big.
The only time I would clean it up was when I got chicks coming over.
But
still,
even you, like I said, you're 18, whatever, that age, and you got roommates. Try to communicate the best you can, and try to communicate not just being a douchebag. There's ways to communicate with people without not making it like, what? No, fuck you.
Garrett's house, they got fucking 4 boys living there.
How has that been? And okay, so we got the phenom David Clay. He's a purple belt, 2-time purple belt world champion. He's brown belt now, but at medium heavy. So usually you don't get world champions that are like they're grown men at that weight class. But he's a young buck, lots of potential. 19, never lived on his own. Then we got Warlike. I think he's like 34, never lived on his own. Now 27, right? 27, first time living on his own here. And then we got Garrett, who's lived on his own before.
Well, with your girl.
Yeah, me and Shai lived together for 6 years on our own.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. So very quickly had to figure out, because she was already on her own for a few years. So I had to figure out my shit quick.
So this is your first time being roommates without your boo.
Yeah.
So that's almost like first time. That changes it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she took care of a ton of the stuff. So this is the first time learning to be an adult, realistically. Because a lot of it before was we had our balance of how we do things. But
what kind of stuff sticks out to where it's like, okay, I got to pick this up, where in the past Cheyenne would
4-bedroom house, 4 boys, men live in there.
Well,
I feel like I've gotten a good flow of,
actually 4.
Honestly, paper plates are the biggest saving grace. Is like,
fuck the environment.
Fuck the environment, yeah. For now,
For sure.
Until I can be a proper adult, it's great.
No, I'm
Because
kidding.
fucking doing dishes, they stack up quick. Obviously, having the 4 dudes there, it adds up very fast.
Some people, like, when it comes to doing dishes, they think it's like the hardest job in the fucking world. Like it's like something in their brain where it's like, I do not want to do those dishes.
I feel that about laundry and dishes and cleaning and putting shit away.
It's just you feel.
Same.
But then doing it yesterday, was it that bad?
No, it wasn't. I enjoyed it. But I also, little things like mowing the lawn, fucking love that too. So I'm just an outdoors guy, I think.
I will say with how the odds are stacked against us, with an 18-year-old fresh from his mom's house, David, War from Canada, has never done anything for himself, from what I understand.
Correct.
And then Sono, who's gotten to a pretty good flow too. I feel like comparatively how bad it could be, it's been significantly better.
But you guys have been having a good time. You guys have been doing cold plunges,
Getting high.
Yup.
Getting some
eating
females
pies
here and there come over, which is good. They had a couple, one or two. Never had one over.
Sono has.
Warlike has.
Sono has, Warlike has. David's talking to a
Are you
chick.
talking about fucking a chick?
No, having a girl over.
No, yeah, I mean technically War and Sono would be the bachelors for right now. I'm kind of in a low right now, but we're working our way out of it.
New cut though? Shit.
Got it tightened up on the sides a bit.
A little tight, yeah. A little ginger fade going.
A little ginger fadey.
But we're getting there. We're getting there.
Lil G took us to a restaurant. We didn't even talk about that. Sorry,
but before that, I mean, even when we're in the apartment, it's like hard because I don't remember being in the apartment and being any less happy, really. I mean, the security and everything feels a little bit more like good, but all climbing, trying to get where we're at was just as fun and just as many memories as.
My life hasn't changed. I play Call of Duty. Well, other than being a dad, which is obviously a fucking big change, but like my days pretty much go to the gym, game. That's about it. So that's pretty sweet. Like a 5-year-old, 30-year-old.
And Mariah found one of my like journals from 2016, and it was talking about like the good habits and being thankful for what I'm thankful for, and what 5 things I can do today to make today great. What 5 things I could have done to make the day better. And I'm like, dude, it's just literally those compounded fucking good habits for almost a decade.
Yeah, that's funny. And my journal, I have all my journals still too, and I go back and read it. It's like, make sure you meditate today. Like, make sure, like, learning about stoicism and stuff. I'm like, damn, it's crazy how much slowly you just kind of learn little things over. Now we're still unhappy.
This video is brought to you by Aries Tech. Elite athletes across various sports face an unseen opponent, electromagnetic frequencies, EMFs. Dr. Andrew Huberman confirms keeping the cell phone in one's pocket, it does not matter if it's Wi-Fi or cellular data, decreases sperm quality and lowers testosterone overall. Enter Aries Tech, the NASA-inspired EMF modulation technology trusted by champions striving for peak performance, exclusive partner to the UFC, WWE, and Canadian basketball. Aries is the secret weapon of stars like R.J. Barrett, John Tavares, and NFL legend Tiki Barber to neutralize the negative effects of EMF and optimize their physiology. I have on my phone. I have one by my dresser. I have one in my gaming room. The stronger these phones get, the faster this Wi-Fi gets. There's definitely something to it. and definitely there's a lot of studies been done. We're going to be getting hooked up to one of these machines soon to see the difference that these things make. Using well-understood scientific principles, Aries Tech's patented technology transformed chaotic waveforms from wireless devices into biologically compatible frequencies for the human body by removing disruptive signals without compromising device function. Aries Tech's LifeTune products come in various sizes for multiple cases, attached to your phone, worn on a necklace or a keychain, or placed in your home for larger area protection. Aries Tech offers versatile options to safeguard your physiology and unlock your full potential. Thank you very much, Aries Tech.
I hate my life.
Yeah, but I would have never even envisioned back then. I remember like, man, I'm gonna have this house with this property. I never even envisioned that really.
See, I did.
Did you?
Maybe not this specifically, but I thought I was gonna have
Just a
mansion with bitches everywhere, like cars inside the mansion.
I always wasn't sure, so I was always like, man, I will be happy with a mini house. Literally a fucking mini house with absolutely the most minimum shit possible.
That's smart. That was smart.
It was probably just fear that I'd never make money, though.
Yeah, but it was probably still smarter than. Well, yeah, I don't know. We had to almost balance each other out in that way.
Yeah.
Because you were like good with that, and I was like, I want everything.
Yeah,
like,
and then you got me more motivated to be like, yeah, maybe we can have all this shit.
Damn, dude, we made it. What was I saying about that before? Oh, yeah, Jay took us to Habatahachi's.
Hibachis.
Habatahachi's.
Hirorachis.
He's famous down there. What?
Yes.
I was like,
He getting
God
pics.
damn.
People were shaking his hand like, great to meet you.
Dude,
Jesus.
I saw a guy get on his knees and bow.
Yep, yeah.
Like
That
I was the
shit was-
president.
Yeah.
That's his place.
That is.
But this
G.
place, what's the proper
Habatahachi's.
pronunciation?
Huaraches?
Hirachis. It's like, it's this little Mexican joint. They bring out all the food on the platter. They'll cook you a full chicken, a full steak, and then all the homemade Mexican sides, the homemade beans, and all this different stuff. And best Mexican I've ever had. What's that guy's name?
Renee.
That's a girl's name.
He also. Are you Mexican or are you not?
His name's Hane.
So Hane, he also owns
Brazilian.
Bacanora,
I'm kidding,
this
I'm
place I
joking.
seen on this couple documentaries on the old TV, the TV show, a couple programs, and it's a sweet place too. He cooks over an open fire,
Damn.
and it's badass.
Yeah,
It's
he just got
badass.
the James Beard Award. Like
What?
recently, Phoenix gave him like a day, like actual. This is your day
Damn.
That's
From
fucking
Bacanora.
for him, just like him
Oh,
in
shit.
general.
You ain't got that.
We ain't got that. Where the sugar day at?
Yeah, for real. No, I can cook. We got to go to Bacanora, though, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said whenever. Just give him like 2 days heads up, and we can come.
Sugar, how'd you get so fly? We went to a Baby Bash concert Saturday night. That was pretty sweet. The Sugar part. Yeah, that was fun.
The
He's a
Baby
cool
Bash, fucking huge fan of Sugar Show,
Yep.
and huge fan of MMA, and we pretty much got to kick it with him the whole night. Went and
Yeah.
picked him up at the hotel, and then we went to the venue and just it was cool because Ying Yang Twins was playing.
To the window!
Wow, that was
To the
pretty cool.
wow!
Those guys fucking liked you a lot too. We didn't get to meet Ice Cube. I wanted to fucking meet Ice Cube.
I know, but that's because we laughed early.
Zapp and Rogers was playing, but that was just and that arena was packed.
18,000.
That was packed. It was pretty sick seeing that though.
It was. Baby Bash, cool fucker, though. He's just a smooth talker, 55 years old. Sugar blew up because he said he was trying to make like hard songs, like be a rapper. And then he was broke as fuck. He made Sugar, but he didn't release it because it was too soft. He didn't think it. And he finally released it. Blew up in 2004. He released it in 2003. Blew up in 2004. Kind of just sent him on a rocket ship and to make that kind of music.
Never drinks any alcohol.
Never.
55 years old, so he looks young. Like he's
Looks healthy.
It's just a
Cool-
smooth.
cool son.
Had his son with him, and that was cool. Just cruises these rap shows, and he only did like a 20-minute set, but they announced Sean onto the stage, and the arena erupted. It was pretty fucking sick.
Sugar,
I can send you that video, Garrett or Jay, of the arena just going.
That was cool. And then Tim wanted to go out after.
Also, he sang that song "Move Your Body Like a Psycho."
Cyclone.
Oh yeah, like a
Move your
psycho.
body
Psychos, yeah.
Move your body like.
Edit that out.
Okay, Cyclone.
Edit.
Cyclone's a fire one.
And then Sean's like, "Dude, please, let's go out." I'm like,
No,
"All
wait,
right."
what? I was like, bro, it's bedtime. Let's just get our minds right for the week. What about
Yeah,
a
and then those
savage?
boys called and they're like, "Let's go out." We're like, "All right." So we
Yeah.
fucking went out, stepped out a little bit.
We
and,
let our hair down.
You guys partied
We
with
did.
Baby Bash?
No, they went out to. No, we didn't.
They went to Westgate. We went to the old
We
Scottsdale.
went to the old Dale.
It was pretty fun. It was a little bit too much bounce around to the clubs. I remember that one time we went to this
3 in a row. We went to
3 in a
this
row,
for an hour,
and
this
then
for an hour, this for like the rest. But we went to one. It was just dust.
We went to like 5.
No, I know, but the one that was just not good.
Yes.
I mean, it was a good club. It's just like yeah. But that was fun. I think.
What happened though? Give us the deets.
Nah.
Well-
no deets. No deets.
The man has walked in.
No deets.
Imagine.
No deets.
Okay, that'll be on
but
the
Halloween
confidential
weekend, I turned 30. Come on, clap it up. Clap it up.
Do you? What day?
Thank you. Thank you.
What?
30s Thursday is what they call it. I just made that up.
Literally on Thursday, the Halloween. Which
No,
tree
his
No,
birthday.
Halloween's not. My birthday's on the 24th, 88.
wins the 24th?
Thursday,
Thursday.
bruh.
Wins actual Halloween.
The 31st.
Okay. I'm a Jade.
Oh, god damn. You're
Not a big
JW
holiday guy, bud.
showing,
Tim, so you
G.
never ever dressed up?
Never once.
Whoa.
Should we?
Wait,
Do
I
it.
mean, I have in a couple of years. I mean, I have in the past, but when I was
So you're
being
trying to
raised,
get us.
it wasn't
You're
big.
trying to be a victim.
I am a victim.
You're acting like a victim.
I am
Jada. You want
victim.
everyone listening to go, oh, Tim's never dressed up.
Dude, I'm not. I'm glad I didn't. You pagan.
Why?
Because
That's the devil's
It's a
holidays.
pagan holiday. So,
Fucking someone when I dressed up as homosexual fucking cops on accident last year.
like,
remember.
We found
they
there was-
literally legit dressed
Nah.
as two sexy cops,
Nah, it wasn't-
and they're like tight, like short. I'm
No,
like,
that
what the
wasn't true.
fuck, dude?
When
were
you were
fucking
putting
black
that on,
pants.
what was your thought process?
Like,
We
This
didn't
is
even
hard
try
as
it
fuck?
on because it was the day of the time that we went out. It was like an hour before we went and met up with the people. So we're like, we don't have a costume. Let's go to a Spirit Halloween. Let's find a matching fit. It'll be fire. We found a cop ones. It was like, all right.
But why'd you guys get booty shorts? What the-
It wasn't booty shorts.
Yes,
dude.
they were.
No, they were black pants.
Didn't we get a pic of both you guys?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Throw
it-
that up and just it's like Holloway.
Delete it. Throw that pic up of Tim and the Sprinter Man.
Wait, so what are you gonna be this year?
I'm gonna rerun it.
Me,
I'm gonna be Tim.
I ain't gonna be nothing.
Why, man?
Just dress up as a fucking black belt.
Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
Headdress.
Dude, I'm hoping that no one asked us to do anything this weekend.
You guys want to go out?
No.
No, like it's just like at this point, what's
Yeah,
what's
at
the
this point.
Let
yeah,
Norman
so-
have another go at it.
Sean's 30, bro.
Dude, that is
Oh
true.
yeah, what do we do?
That is true.
Could go to arcade or something.
See, if I could pick, if we had 8 hours to party, I would say let's just get in a party bus the whole time.
You
Maybe
like
switch
that?
party buses.
You do like that?
I'm a party bus guy, dude.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
But yeah.
Big 30 though, 20 to 30, 10-year little span. It's been pretty wild.
All
How
in
fast
easy.
has it went by? Fast?
It's not really. It doesn't feel like it went by too fast. Like 20 to 30, 20. I'm trying to think. I still had never drank when I was 20. Remember?
But dude, even
Mm-hmm.
from 19 to 25, like how much? I mean, we both were grinding in those years. We weren't
Yeah.
fucking sitting around being lazy asses with bad habits. We were grinding those.
But we
years.
had we knew what we wanted to do. A
Yeah.
lot of 19, 20, 21 year olds like don't know what they necessarily want to do, so it's hard for them to like pick a direction to grind towards.
I know, and it's like when you're that young, you're just like, you're trying to figure out like, do I listen to my parents?
No.
Do I listen to
Dumb
my
idea.
parents and
Horrible
do I go to school and try to get a job with benefits? And because all your parents know is if you go to college, then you're going to be able to make more money than the average folk. But anymore in this stage, it's probably the easiest time ever in history to work for yourself. It probably really is. And I have some of my buddies going to like school for an associate's degree, spending money going to school for like a 2-year so. I'm like, what the fuck?
And then
is
somebody's going to Andrew Tate University.
Then I got one of my fellows going to Andrew Tate University, and he's already got a business going. He's got his spring water business going, and it's cruising. He's a 20-year-old buck, and not saying like Andrew Tate's University is the way to go, but it'll probably teach you how to make money and be your own boss. And is that worth it? Like,
What do you think about Tate dropping the N bombs? Not just the N bomb, the bomb.
well,
I just-
he is he is
He's a what?
He's part black.
Oh.
So he
Oh,
can
is he?
say it. That's why he gets away with it.
You know his dad's black. But that video you sent me of him on Twitter. I don't know why it makes me laugh.
Like when CoffeeZilla was trying to bust him. CoffeeZilla was trying to bust him, and he had that video back at CoffeeZilla. Was that what it was?
Yeah, and then I watched CoffeeZilla's video back to him.
Oh.
It was good. I've actually watched a bunch of CoffeeZilla stuff. I don't know. It's just it's a pretty entertaining page.
You gotta remember when you're when you're 20 years old, and you're in your teens, you pick whatever you want, and in 10 years, you literally could become an expert at it. Especially if you put yourself around people that are already doing what you want to do, learning from them. And then 10 years, people are gonna pay you for your advice. But that's the thing. Most people just don't even really have a clue. But what would you do if there was no money? There wasn't such a thing as money. What would you do every single day? That may be
I'd probably play Call of Duty a lot.
But you really wouldn't. Like,
No, I definitely would.
Not how many hours?
4.
Okay, there's 24 hours in a day. Bro.
Yeah, but I sleep for 8.
Okay,
Do the math.
Now we're doing 12.
5
We got
more.
12 hours to do something else.
Rest up. I probably would hit 2 4-hour sessions then. Morning day. No, I'm actually getting a little burnt on Resurgence right now that Ranked's gone. I like Ranked a lot. Now that Ranked's gone, I'm getting a little burnt on it. I still want to rip it with the fellas every once in a while, though. But
The new duty
Black
is
Ops
coming
6.
out in October 24th, I believe.
Dude, that's a cool day.
And that
It's my birthday.
is it.
Man, that would hurt, G.
And then be fun to play some Search and
Umar
Destroy.
versus Song Yadong.
Yep.
I got announced, and everyone's speculating, oh, Umar got a fight booked. Merab versus Suga 2 is happening. And it might be. I don't know. But I know Peter versus Figgy's fighting. I don't know if they're going to make that. I don't know. I haven't talked to UFC, so everything I've said is just me yipping. But I'm like, damn.
I'm
That gives me
curious to what
confidence.
Aljo would say, though, when Aljo was just giving you
He was
so
blaming.
much
He
shit.
did say something. He was blaming it. He said it's Umar's fault for not being able to fight because of his religion.
He wants to fight in December,
And Merab says he can't.
but he wanted to fight you in November.
Yeah, but Aljo. I don't know. Here, let's ask him. Here.
But that's what I'm curious.
Aljo, what do you think about? Ask him.
No, remember Aljo's like, you're not a real champion. You don't want to fight who's best next. The real number one contender. You're wanting to just get an easy matchup. And then Merab says, I'll fight you. I want to fight Sugar a rematch in November. Merab says, yeah, Merab wants that. And then Umar says, no, I want to fight. So they're trying to book it in December. January, Merab says no. I'm just curious with that, Aljo. I would love to hear your input on that, brother.
Yeah.
Could be very good.
Let me post tweet up real
It
quick.
could be very good.
Let me post. Fuck. Keep talking.
But, yeah.
But about the same shit.
But Umar versus Song Yadong, that's a sweet fight. That's a dangerous fight. That little explosive guy could crack Umar. And Umar could wait, but Umar's probably wanting to make nice little fat check again before he goes into Ramadan, because I forgot what they do in Ramadan, but I feel like they don't eat.
No, they don't. Dude, they don't drink water during the day, and you can't eat when the sun's up. So you have to train without drinking water.
But so you could switch up your training schedule and say,
Yeah.
I sleep during the day,
You
I
could
train
definitely
and
switch
eat
it.
and drink at night.
Yes.
Well, you don't know that.
Yes, I do actually. Okay, here it is. Just get done asking that question.
Aljo, why doesn't Merab want to fight the next person in line, who is Umar Nurmagomedov?
You guys are exhausting. Constantly repeating that stuff makes no sense. He just won the belt. Merab is Christian, not Muslim. Fuck. Making one man's religious beliefs the cause for docking is baffling. How the heck is that Merab's fault? Make it make sense. That's right. You can't.
Give him a drink of a happy. Well, I mean, I understand that, but it's like, God, Merab was ready to go in November for a rematch.
Yeah, that's because he thinks Sean sucks and he wants an easy fight. Remember when I fought it? Never mind.
Bro. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting. But, sweet. I mean, it gives fucking Song Yadong a big opportunity. A big fucking opportunity. He goes and puts a couple... he pieces up Umar.
Yeah, that's an actually pretty fucking exciting fight we got. I don't think... if Peter beats Figgy... Merab beat Peter 50-45.
Mm-hmm.
So some people would say, "Oh, Peter is more deserving of a rematch than me against Merab." I knocked Merab out cold.
You did.
But I'm waiting for you to move in. We'll throw that TV up. I really want to rewatch that fight.
That TV up on my patio.
Dude, that'd be sick. But I want to throw that up, rewatch that fight. I feel like there's going to be so much to take away from it again. The first time we watched it, second time we'll rewatch it. Watch. I want to watch this. There was a couple times, like you were saying, I was like, God, I could have wrestled harder. But there was a couple takedowns where he was so deep in on my hips. Wasn't really much wrestling to be done. More jiu-jitsu scrambles, create a wrestling scramble. But yeah, there was a couple takedowns I definitely just lacked.
Well, you just overcommitted and let him get in so deep.
Yeah, but I'm going to beat him next time, man. I swear to God.
Okay, this episode is brought to you by Blue Chew. Blue Chew is an online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra. The process is simple. You sign up at bluechew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. Blue Chew tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped directly to your door. The best part, it's all done online. That means no visiting the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. You can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead and be ready whenever your opportunity occurs. And maybe you think you don't need it, but you really want to perform, and you really want to make this girl have a good time. Mm-hmm. Nice little insurance policy.
It is indeed.
Because maybe the first go around you don't last, she's pissed off, she's revved up. But don't worry, give yourself 5 minutes and you'll be ready to rumble. And these things, they work. They really do. But Blue Chew wants you to have the confidence to perform at your best. So discover your options at bluechew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code, all caps, Timbosugar. At checkout, just pay $5 shipping. That's bluechew.com. Promo code Timbosugar to receive your first month free. Visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring this pod. Mm-hmm. Okay, here's some questions here. What healthy habits have you guys tried that really worked for you? Any made a big difference in your performance or well-being? Every little habit probably had a little bit of input. And you add about 10 of those together and do them every single day. Not like, oh, I'm not going to do them today. I'm not going to do them tomorrow. Like we were telling Schmitty. It's like
every day
a workout should be every fucking day priority.
Something I go through phases. I've definitely not been good at about it, but sometimes I have been, is reading. I always feel better when I'm reading. That Anthony comes in here.
I got another book for you.
He said he was never a reader, but he was listening to the podcast, and he said he's like made it a habit now to
Kobe Cruz.
Yeah, to start reading because of us, which is cool. But I mean, I definitely could be better about it. I've been good about it since the fight. Just been make sure I read.
And now you got a new hyperbaric chamber that we're going to be working on, or
yeah, I'm getting a hard shell hyperbaric chamber,
and then that gives you how many minutes of in there with no electronics?
Well, the hard shell 30 minutes per session. Yeah, but the soft shell's 90 minutes.
And you can get in there and literally have to read a book?
Yeah, read a book, write, not do anything. But reading, writing, meditating, I've still to this day fucking do every day. I did 30 minutes the other day.
It's impressive.
30 minutes in the sun. Felt fucking so good. But I'll do like 20 minutes a couple times a day on my red light. Just, yeah, I've been really good about that.
One thing too is waking up and just fucking getting hydrated and going to bed at the similar time. I always go to bed from 9 to 10:30 every single day. Wake up usually the same time, 7 to 7:30 every single day, without even setting an alarm. My body's just used to that, and I do think it makes me when I wake up, makes my moods more stable, makes me a little bit sharper. And then when I'm not working out, I feel like I don't really deserve carbs. If I go to like bread and a sandwich and cereal and stuff. If I'm working out hard, I feel like I deserve those. But days I'm not really working out hard, just trying to keep it to some meats, maybe some cheese, my milk, and then some fruits. Trying to keep it clean helps me keep my mind sharp also. Amen. And not just feel groggy and like, I'm a fucking puss. How do you tweak your biohacking routines to match your needs as a fighter? Any unusual stuff that becomes a regular part of your routine?
Dude, everything I've done to become a better fighter, I've realized is like I need to do that shit just to be a fucking happy human. But
for fighters out there, it's hard because these PMF, EMF machines are so expensive, but they do have cheaper ones. These red light therapy machines, this new one you got, the one I'm getting,
crazy.
It's so fucking powerful and crazy, and they have this NIR setting to where it goes like deep. It's just not skin level, surface level. Those things I feel like you just do every single day, the PMF and then the red light. And then I feel like the cold shit people could do every single day.
Getting out in the sun, something simple, free. People don't go outside for I'm talking, you know what I mean?
What's that, Garrett?
I was gonna say, how much was your first cold plunge you got? It was really cheap, wasn't
It
it?
was $150 on OfferUp. I found this deep freezer, $150. Got it delivered to my house, and that thing, the nicer cold plungers are cool, but that thing worked just fucking fine. That thing lasted me probably almost 2 years, and I got it for $150 on OfferUp, a big deep freezer.
Yeah.
Make sure you look into that and stuff. Make sure you're doing things right. But you can plug those things in, have them ice over the top, and then they have ice, and then unplug it, break up the ice, and it usually stays like that for a few days. And then when the ice starts going away, you can plug it in again for a night, and you wake up and it's iced over again. So it's perfect. You guys have a cold plunge. Any of you guys been doing it?
Yeah, we've got all the boys have done it so far. Not super consistent, but
can we show that
there.
video of War?
That video of War, we should throw it up there. I'm down.
Show Tim real quick.
David
That's
did.
Just a hard-nosed
David
bull
was
getting
sick.
in water. Huh?
This is stoicism at its finest. No facial expression. No nothing.
We'll throw it on the screen right now for
Yeah.
the audience to see.
What about David? He does it?
David did a 10-minute one when he was sick.
Oh,
Jeez.
that probably
It
fucked him up worse.
It wasn't too cold though. It was at like 55 at the time. So.
He blocked you? Oh.
We'll throw it up. It's all good.
darn it.
Show Tim after. But yeah, no, War
don't
did it.
have it.
War's done it twice or 3 times. Sono's done it probably half a dozen times, maybe or more.
We'll call it 6.
Yeah. No, is that? Wait. Hold on. How many times did you say he would do it though? I remember you said it would only be like.
I said he wouldn't do it consistently.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
That's accurate. I'm about to be able to start. I haven't been able to hot tub or cold plunge since my surgery because of the incisions. So I sauna yesterday for the first time. Dude, you're getting a sauna for sure.
Not 100%.
You
Not
got
100%.
it.
I can
It's
talk to
so
these people.
fucking dude. It's so nice. That's another thing you can't surf on your phone in. Actually, no, I take that back. You definitely can. Your phone will overheat. I've done it.
Do you guys track things like heart rate, sleep, or stay on top of your recovery? What's the most useful data I look at? I do have these rings, and I do see it. Some days I feel like it gets it wrong, but a
Nah.
majority of the time, my sleep is really fucking
We both
good.
had 91 sleep scores yesterday.
Dang.
You had 68 activity. I had 90.
That's all I needed.
That's fucking accurate, man.
That's all I fucking needed, bud.
You're
But these
not
rings,
bad.
how much were these rings?
They're
Three.
$300, $400, $500.
I think they're $250, $300. Maybe not even that much.
No,
But
they
you got a
are
little
at
app on your
least.
phone and kind of keeps you updated.
It keeps you accountable.
And it shows you too, especially if you're training 2-3 hard days in a row and your heart
300.
rate's, your resting heart rate's a lot higher than usual. It tells you like, hey, maybe you need to take it.
It definitely makes you
slow.
accountable because you wake up and you see a 64 sleep score. You're like, damn, what the fuck? What did I do? I fucking watched TV game too late. I ate too close to bed. Definitely hold you accountable.
It like brings awareness
Yeah.
to like what you're doing.
Yeah, it's like
That's
fuck.
cool.
Okay, I want to try to get my sleep sort of at 70 or 80.
Yeah,
I'm not
too,
gonna
I-
fucking jack off 3 times before I sleep. this time.
I've been holding off on buying one, but I saw that Whoop does it. They'll send you out a free wristband. Send you out a free wristband, and you just pay $30 a month. So that's like obviously you're gonna end up paying for the ring anyways. But
Fuck Whoop.
I feel like the Oura ring's a little bit easier than the Whoop. I don't know, but
I don't know anybody that has a Whoop. I only know the Wear rings because of you guys.
Nah, Whoop sucks.
This guy
Unless you guys want to sponsor me.
this guy
Joke.
on Instagram, he talks about, trust me, as an athlete, muscle group splits fall apart quickly. You can't label game day as leg day. He says, I think the high-low is the ultimate split for contact athletes, but no one is talking about it. And he's talking about like Monday, a high intensity day, Tuesday, a lower intensity day, Wednesday, a high intensity day, Thursday, low. And and just breaking it up like that. And I was watching some of Habib's videos, and they do that. Mondays they go hard, a little lighter day the next day, then another hard day. When most programs, they do fucking hard days, 3 in a row. And then maybe a Thursday a little lighter, and then a hard day Friday. But I don't think that's for everyone. I think people coming up, young bucks coming up who can kind of handle the load a little bit more. I mean, training hard every day pays off.
Also, to get into the level of shape you have to be in for a fight, I don't know if in a 12-week, it'd be interesting, a 12-week camp, we'll just say 8-week camp, if you did that hard on, hard off, hard on, hard off, and then instead of doing it hard on, 3 hard at a row, and just going with the flow, I wonder what better shape you would be in. Which one?
Yeah, well, it makes sense. On your hard days, you could probably push harder.
I've noticed, from the beginning of my career to now, I've done less harder days, I feel like, in a row. And I've found benefit in that. Less is more sometimes. And that's what I've found. Mm-hmm. And I'm a scientist.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever happened to your guys' upside down thing?
I have it. I still been using it. I've been using it, especially with my back.
I have a different version of it, though, where you hang at your hips. So you're hanging over like this.
Is there anything you guys stopped doing that I felt didn't work?
I still, but I try not to.
Yanking it?
Yanking it. Stop doing it. That's a good question, man. You're super fucking smart.
Not really. I mean, for me, I don't do my ozone every day, but I still do it probably 3 times a week. Do that ozone. You haven't been doing your ozone as much?
None at all.
Mm-hmm.
I still do. That's pretty crazy to think about. Pretty much still do the meditation, still do the journaling, still do the reading. The reading's more been off and on. All that. Damn, that's crazy though.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, all the stuff we do, there's quite a bit of research.
If it works.
That it works.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Mm-hmm.
How do you stay strict with your diet but still allow some flexibility when you're not in camp? Any specific foods or supplements that have really helped?
I'm finding out of camp, it's like, do I want to have inflammation in my body and hurt, or do I not want to? So I think once you understand what that shit's like, it's a feeling. If I have too much bread or cheese, like, I feel it, and I feel the inflammation in my injuries. So I just don't want to feel that. So I feel like that's been helping me.
I think the cleaner you eat, the more dialed in you are with your diet and eating good, organic, clean foods that don't have a paragraph or 2 paragraphs of ingredient list. The more almost in tune you are with your body, and then you go to a restaurant that they cook with shitty oils and they cook with great value food, and they're finding the cheapest ingredients possible to make this thing, and then you eat it, and your stomach just like almost doesn't know what to do with it, and you just feel it, and then you just, after you eat, you get really tired, and you're like, fuck, I just want to take a nap. You start becoming, like I said, more in tune with that shit. So it's pretty easy. And, I mean, it is expensive to eat healthy, but everyone, you can always do the best you can at eating organic foods, good foods that just aren't sprayed with a shitload of pesticides. And same for you. It's easy for me. I feel better. I feel my mood is better. I'm not near as snappy. I'm not near as just fucking pissed off, or I'm not near as anxious when I'm actually eating good foods. And right now I'm not having to cut weight, so sometimes I do eat a little bit too much. I do. I really do.
You can see it. Mm-hmm.
Best. You definitely can see it. I mean, okay, that's fine.
Good.
I did get rid of a lot of my clothes. They don't fit.
It's okay. Best biohacking tool for around 100.
Well, you were trying to wear medium, but
Gee, I was medium for a little bit.
no way.
3rd grade.
For a short bit. And I got rid of that stuff.
Oh, for sure. Best biohacking tool for around $100.
I wasn't. I've accepted I'm XL in most things, large and some.
Medium to XL. That's not good.
Best biohacking tool for around $100. I know you don't like it, but I really like my good foam roller, dude. I like that good foam roller.
Lacrosse ball for me.
Yeah, I mean, those definitely are better for littler bodies, but a foam roller definitely hit all the spots.
Dude, you use your foam roller as a pillow and fucking surf your phone.
It's pretty accurate. But for you, best biohacking tools for around $100.
Biohacking?
I don't think you can really find many red light therapy things for $100. They're
Yeah,
usually a
100's
little
pretty
bit more expensive.
100's, I'd say I'd say journal, lacrosse ball, a couple things that add up to 100. And it's not really biohacking, but
My favorite tool right now, easily. I mean,
Spoon.
especially being in the AZ heat, it's that fucking plunge, dude. When I think it was over. I'm trying to think how many days. It was like
100 days.
105.
yeah.
105 days over 100 degrees in AZ. It crushed the previous record of 79 days. So this was a brutal summer. And if you don't have good AC in your car, AC in your house, and you're just sweating all fucking day, it can piss you off real bad. But if you're in AZ and you stay hydrated and you hit that cold plunge 2-3 times a day, it makes it way easier to be here and not be pissed off. What are 3 foods? I bet people love that. What are 3 foods you'd
Sorry.
prioritize as a fighter?
My bad. Fuck. 3 foods you prioritize as a fighter: rice, steak, chicken.
Pussy. Just kidding.
And some good pussy, huh? No, but 3 foods, dude. I've been trying to up my protein more and more and more. The more I eat protein, whether it's a protein shake, whether it's like fucking anything that is protein, I get less snacky, and I'm not wanting to snack near as much when I do that. So I've been trying to do a good job of just keeping up on that. 3 foods.
Dude, I already had them. Boom.
I'm really enjoying my raw milk. I do that raw milk, really fucking like it, and then
Chug it from the fucking bottle.
then some good fruits. The guy that had this house before us, he planted every fruit tree that is able to grow in AZ, and they're all like babies right now. So I'm most excited about that property, just be able to eat the fruits off the property and then eat the eggs.
How do you deal with stress or stay focused on your goals? Any specific routines that help you with this? Meditation, dude. I'm just going to come back to a lot of these fucking questions. It's meditating, whether it's a meditation where you're trying to fucking not think, where you're just trying to feel your body, feel a little pulses in your body, or you're trying to, meditate with intentions. Like, what do I got to do today? What do I got to focus on? What do I got to stop doing? I think that, just adding that, do that first thing in the morning. That's the first thing I do in the morning. Well, I let my dog out. I brush my teeth, let my dog out, go lay down on my red light, click it on. I deal with stress.
Man, there's so many good books you can read and just have some good mental tools from when that comes in and how to counter it. But you got to fucking work out. If you don't work out, you're probably going to be just a puss.
Oh,
Have you tried any unusual supplements or therapies that really made a difference?
you like those massages, those Asian massages?
Mm-hmm. Let's get you charged up.
Those get you focused. I think you're long term.
One thing I do stay up on is my creatine. They say it's the most studied supplement out there in the
Mean
world.
it's the best though, just because it's the most studied.
It's the most studied, and it's the most where they just say it's.
What if meth was the most studied drug?
And they said it was just all these benefits,
Yeah,
then I'd do it.
that's a fair point.
But yeah, creatine and the creatine, the aminos, the magnesium before bed. I do it every single day. The Catalyte for your hydration, and we'll put a link in the bio for 15% off those Thorne products, and the third party tested, NSF certified, so you're getting what you get.
Facts. How do you think your health long term, not just for fighting, but overall? About all the same shit we basically just said. Recent MMA news: Dana White sent a new email. Oh wait, what? Dana White sent a new email. Says Jake Paul saying he's officially banned from UFC. Oh, that he's officially banned. Oh, because the first time it wasn't official. Oh, I get it. He just sent, now it's even more official than the last one.
Yeah, he got an actual email saying he's banned now.
Damn. Well, that's.
But he can still dress up.
Yeah.
He can still dress up and buy a ticket. So
Connor and Dustin at same event were very close to crossing past us, and says that he would have thrown down the second they made eye contact.
dude,
believe
I
that.
just was sitting there bored at home, and I rewatched Conor versus Floyd. He fucking looked so good in those first rounds.
Yeah,
But you just tell
Floyd
how-
knew what he was doing.
Floyd was so fucking calm with his energy, but
Yeah.
still, Conor came out there and put on him. I think Conor thought he could keep up that pace, and Floyd just knew like how much
Yeah.
energy he was expending. But that's a sick fight. It's on YouTube.
I know you sent it to me. I wanted to peek at it.
Darren Till challenged Bo Nickel on Twitter and said he wants to come back to the UFC and fight Bo Nickel.
Who does?
Interesting. Darren Till.
Oh. Read
That'd be sweet. That would be sweet, sweet, sweet.
Dana White changing the UFC rankings. I mean, rankings are always kind of fucking. We're always weird, but I mean, UFC does a pretty good job having rankings the ranking fights, like this guy versus this guy, that guy versus that guy, but I mean the rankings never really mattered that much.
Yeah, they really don't. But that's all I gotta say. Fucking.
No, yeah, but I gotta grab Elena. Danny needs to go to work. I gotta grab Elena. Fire Pod episode 308, UFC 308. Let's get it.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button. Comment what you think below, and then just like I said, I put that Thorn link for 15% off. They have the multivitamins, and it's just quality shit. Give it a shot for a week or two, and it's a lot. I mean, it's pretty cheap and it's good shit. You'll really see a difference in that those supplements. Also, patreon.com/RedHawk Academy. Confidential show just dropped with Schmitty, the Crazy Viking Dylan, and Tommy Gunn. McMillan was on there this week, and it's a juicy show every week. Check it out this week on the Red Hawk Recap on my page, Tim Welch's page. I'm having what's that? Bryce Mitchell on Zoom, so that'll be interesting. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Love y'all. Bye-bye.